All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Much love to you all. Thanks for being here with Jay Marcus and me from Majestic Oracle. We're going to do the wonderful Inside the Psychic Studio questions and then take some questions from you. Got some sad news today. Valerie, our friend from Illumination Portal, lost her beloved buddy crossing the Rainbow Bridge. And I just want to send out lots of love and healing to Valerie. And of course, wings for Buddy. They really did save each other. And Buddy was a constant companion of hers in the back on her bed. He would be on the bed while she was doing her shows. And so we're going to miss Buddy. And we love you, Val. So, yeah.
Yes, we
Thanks,
love you.
Kate.
We're here for you.
That's right. Thanks, Kate. Hello, meowdy to you, Claudia. Hi, Linda Thompson. Of course, hi, Kate. It's good to see you as well. And is it Aquila or Akela? Am I saying it wrong?
I say it Aquila.
Okay, that's what
the movie Aquila the Bee. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's heard it many different ways.
Both ways.
Yeah, I
Okay.
say Aquila.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Amanda Carroll, thank you for being here, my dear, as well. Yeah. So I just came off a show about an hour ago with a wonderful lady, and she was fascinating. Her name was Joan of Angels, and she just has some beautiful energy and has a channel here. So if you get a chance, check it out. And yes, I am so excited about this. Actually, Deanne, President Biden did sign the mental health package today. And my daughter's a therapist, and I immediately wrote to her because, that's the work she does. And, people can't really sometimes afford it, and she's had to make concessions and such. So I'm hoping this opens up and removes the stigma that people have around mental health visits. That's great. Thank you for bringing that up. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Mr. Ron. Good to see you, dear. And Warrior Girl's here, and Lisa Keller. Thanks for being here today with us. And Jay, beautiful Jay. Hi, JR. It's nice to see you. So we're going to have some fun, and I'm so glad to have you, and that you told me that this was your favorite show that you used to watch on Bravo, I guess it was at the time, right? With James Lipton.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you have a favorite?
I love that show.
Did you have a favorite one he ever interviewed? Robin Williams was a lot of people's favorites.
I was just gonna say Robin Williams. I liked. Oh gosh, many comedians. I thought Will Smith was good.
Okay.
I really liked. I'm trying to think. What is her name? Well, Jennifer Lopez was on there as well.
Oh,
it was
okay.
interesting. I like to kind of see the different dynamics of the different types of actors and actresses that he would have on. And the dynamic. And so the way that he plays when it comes to like different types of comedy, whether it's like more for Black folks versus white folks, I love that he's still able to hold his own. And he was doing that also with Dave Chappelle. And so Dave had said something like, we should do a movie together. And but I really think Will Ferrell does a great impression of him on Saturday Night Live. I mean, sometimes my daughter couldn't even tell the difference. Yeah, when he does the impression.
I love him anyway.
He has it down perfect. Wow. I know, he's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So Will Ferrell's another favorite.
Oh, I know. I love his crazy a conversation with Pearl, the little girl at the door. Did you ever see that one? It wasn't on Saturday Night Live, but yeah, that is a hoot, honestly. And she's supposed to be the landlord, and she's a little kid. Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah, thank you. That was wonderful. So yes, so if you're not familiar, by now I think you all are, but if you're not familiar, we're taking the questions James used to ask, and we are bringing it to Inside the Psychic Studio and asking the questions of our psychics and readers. And so I'm pleased to have Jay here today. So thank you, Jay. And it's her anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Such a great idea for a show. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
So
you. Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
It's the 7/7 portal day, so it's big.
Yes. Yep. I'm looking through my angel numbers,
I'm ready.
everybody. We got 7 July, 25 is a 7, and then 2023 is a 7. So we got 777. And it says to tap into your superpowers, release your magic to the world. Go for it. Go for it. All right. So let's
Great.
go ahead and go for it now. So, Jay, what is your favorite word?
I would have to say illumination.
Ooh.
Or illuminating. Anything that illuminates everything, lights it
Brings
up,
in the light.
makes it
Yeah.
sparkle. But yes, yeah.
I agree with that. You know, it's funny. I had forgotten about one of my favorite words, which is enlightened, but it's the same as illumination. It's bringing light to something. And so beautiful. I love that. That's wonderful. What about your least favorite word?
I would have to say the word panties. I don't. I don't like panties. Yes, underwear or drawers or boxers but
Briefs. Yeah.
panties.
Okay.
There's just something about, yeah, I don't know what it is, but I think
I get it.
It's weird.
I get it.
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of a sexual, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that and kind of like the way some people say it to me it has, yeah, a little bit of like a older man perverty, but I mean some people grew up on the word, but it's just
Yeah.
the difference in the N and the T, like panties. It's, yeah, there's something about it that makes me itch. I don't know what it is.
I'll have to remember that and not that I use the word, but yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
Right.
When I was a young girl, well, when I was in junior high school, I remember that we had these sort of pants, underpants that were longish and had little ruffles on them, and you could wear them under dresses. It was like the fad. And I used to think that was kind of weird myself. Yeah, kind of weird.
Yeah, I remember those. They were like, I think at one point they were called bloomers. Were they called bloomers?
Yeah,
well, but they were like ruffly. They remind me of Little Bo Peep.
Yes,
yeah,
thank you.
They remind me of Little Bo Peep.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, what excites you?
Anything metaphysical or spiritual, and crystals. Yeah. Okay. You tell me we're going to a crystal store. Yeah, I'm excited.
Sure. You're in there. You're right with it. Has this always been something that or is this maybe in the last 10, 15 years or?
No, it's always been.
Okay.
I would say maybe the past, well, no, I've had crystals since I was like, before I was a teenager. But I didn't really go to they didn't have crystal stores like they do now.
That's true.
So to be able to go in there and look at all of them and, shop and feel their energy. I like doing that instead of ordering them online, because then I can feel them and look at them.
Hold on. You get to hold on, feel the energy of it and so on. That's interesting. Yeah, no, I guess I'm totally with you on that. And I remember that I had a lady, she was more of a wholesale crystal person. And we went to her home, and outside she had crystals like this big, and it was amazing. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, I'd be like wide awake all night in that energy, because it was really crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand some of them that you have to get them shipped to your house, and that they have to be put on a dolly sometimes. But yeah, I would love to own a big like selenite that goes right. I already have like a pretty big one, but I mean big, like,
yeah, like huge.
You know, one of my goals one day.
I get it. I totally get it. Yeah. So what turns you off? What turns you off?
Close-minded people
Mm-hmm.
and people that like to start drama to get attention, like negative attention.
Yeah. And there are a lot of people that still do that. I have gotten to the point when people do that, I will look at them and I'll say, is this junior high school? That's kind of how and I never used to say anything, you know, but people do like to perpetuate it in order to just sort of, I don't know. It's like a control issue. So I get it totally. I really, really do.
Yeah.
It's not a good feeling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think with reality shows too, they give off the wrong impression, like they're not even really reality shows. They're still scripted. Right. But, you know, so it kind of gives people in that way permission to start something in their own, what we call like novellas in Spanish, which is like the most dramatic soap operas ever.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The ones that are just all carried away. Yeah. So, yeah, I would have to say closed-minded people and the ones who want to start stuff, you know, for negative reasons.
It's funny because I used to watch soap operas when they were, I mean, I know there's a couple that are still running, but not the ones I used to watch. But I remember once finding a soap opera that was from South America, I believe. And it was so everything was so dramatic. I couldn't understand it because I'm not that good at Spanish, but it was like, you know, da, 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 and the music went bum, 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 you know.
Yeah.
And this one guy comes out, he goes, soy gay.
Yeah. And I have to have my husband like translate because I'm like, what? And then they'll just be so dramatic and they'll just, oh my God. And it's the funniest thing to watch it. But yeah, in kindergarten, I actually went to the later kindergarten class. So I could watch all my children when it came on at noon.
Oh,
with
you
my
and
mom.
She
were.
Yep.
Yeah, and I would watch all the ones I could up until I had to go to afternoon kindergarten. And my mom, you know, she didn't care. She was like, "Hey, we're watching it together."
Sure.
But yeah, it was
the same
thing.
Brought up
all those.
Yeah, my daughter did the same thing.
Yeah.
all my children. Yeah, I loved it. I loved that show. Yep. Wow. Deanne DFL says, yes, Trump takes. I think that's the thing that I have the hardest time with is that we never get a break from with that drama king. And I feel like we have all been so traumatized that we all have some form of PTSD. If you are spending any time at all checking things out that are going on in the world, you always get that thing drumming on you, and it's really awful. So yeah. Wow, I can't believe it. That's so great. All right. So Kate says her favorite novella show was The Grand Hotel.
The Grand Hotel.
Okay. Hi, Juanita. This is Jay Marcus, and she reads cards, so on, and is in a lot of our spiritual groups. And this was her favorite show she used to watch. So, you love the Love Boat, Ron? That's great. All right. So what turns you off? Did I say that? Oh, you told me that. Sorry. What sound or noise do you love?
The sound of kids or babies laughing, like giggling. Wholeheartedly from the gut, that giggle. Yeah, my nephew is 4 and he still has that giggle. And it is just, no matter what mood I'm in, just to hear his giggle. I used to record it when he was younger, when he first started giggling. Same with my daughter. I would say giggling and just really, really good music. Yeah. Laughter and music. Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. How about a noise or sound that you don't care for?
Arguing, fighting, and just horrible things being said, to one another. I would have to say, yeah. But,
I'm
would
that way too. I also don't like confrontation. Like when somebody comes up to you and accuses you of something, or it's like, leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that to me. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, I would have to say, and it's the way that it's said, because my dad used to say it that way, and some of my aunties do, but it's the word shit, but we say it like shit when something is really like messed up, or we drop something on the ground. And the first time
Yeah.
my daughter said shit, yeah, she said it that way. And I didn't get mad at her because
Right.
she dropped her sippy cup. And so the
Right.
fact that she used that word with, what happened, I was like,
Right.
oh shoot, you did just spill your mouth. Oops. But yeah, it's just the way it's said. It's like shit.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. It is my favorite word, so I understand. Totally understand. And it is.
Yeah.
Well, shit. That's how my
Mm-hmm.
mother-in-law used to say, because she's a Southern, so she go, well, shit.
Yeah. Well, shit. Yep.
All right. So, what gift other than any that you currently have would you like to have?
I would say time traveling, or like
Ooh.
instant time traveling, or like instant thought form manifestation,
Yep.
where you just think of it and you're there.
You're there.
And yeah, that and time traveling. Yeah, I'd have to say.
And I love every time traveling show. I watch Outlander. I've watched all other types of time travel shows. They're my very favorite. So I understand. It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
love
God.
it.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
How about any gift that you currently have that you kind of find it can be annoying at times?
Ooh, that would be when I get those psychic flashes and I'm not expecting them, or I'm not ready for them, or I just get around somebody, or sometimes it has to be nobody around and I'll get them. And I'm not ready for what I'm seeing. That sometimes I can do without.
So
So
when you
yeah,
are in a
that would be the
store,
only thing.
if you were in a store or walking and you became close to people, you can get impressions sometimes that you're not really interested in getting. Has that happened to you? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so as much as I, try to mentally prepare myself and put a bubble of
Mhm.
protection around me, sometimes they just flash. Or if I happen to touch something, Walmart also, that has weird energy, so I have to really prepare when I go there.
Me too.
I don't know what it is about Walmart in like specifically, but there's something there's
There's a
something
lot.
weird about it.
And I've been to Walmart all over the country when I've traveled, because it's like you can sort of depend that it will be there and you need something. But I hate going in. And every time I go in, I feel icky when I leave. I feel
Yes.
dirty,
Yeah.
and yeah, Walmart's cray cray. And there's a whole, by the way, everybody, there's a whole bunch of YouTube wall Martians videos where they
That's
take
what they're called.
the wall Martians, and they take pictures of people that are like a lady had a pair of pants on and it was pulled way up here, and she was in Walmart walking around like that, and a guy in a ballerina out, just a lot of really strange folk. Yeah.
Weird.
I know. And it is. Everybody's saying Walmart is the worst energy, and I absolutely agree. It is very hard to go in there. I don't feel that way in Target. I don't feel that way at the
Right.
grocery
And like
store.
Fred Meyer, or
Yeah.
I try to think of other places but it's just Walmart. And like you said, you go to different ones
Yeah.
thinking, this is a different store, different location. Yeah. There's times when I've left, like when we've done Christmas shopping, trying to be all in one area. When I've left, and I'll just start busting out in tears. And my daughter's like, what is wrong with you? Like, did you spend too much? And I'm like, I don't know. And I just sometimes just don't even know. And I realized it could have been the 3-year-old that was upset, but it's like I take that stuff with me. So when I get home, I have to cleanse myself. So
get rid of it. Yeah. The Waltons aren't the best. That's true. The father was a good guy, I think, but it all went downhill after he left. But thrift stores, Amanda said, which she really does like, but they're filled with it. So, and antique shops can have that kind of stale energy. Yep. Oh yes. I do the same thing, Deanne. If I have to go to Walmart, I'd rather go in the middle of the night when no one's there. Yeah.
When it's really late. I agree. Yeah, I completely agree.
Juanita's saying, how do we cleanse
and with
ourselves?
antique stores and secondhand stores.
It's okay.
Well, what I do is I carry like a bottle around in my purse of sage and Palo Santo spray. And so just like you would like perfume or Febreze or something, and before we, come in the house, before we come in the house, I spray the bottom of our feet so we don't track it in. I spray around us. I, spray our bags. And then especially if I'm, whether it's a secondhand store or garage sale or, if they even still have those anymore. But that was one of our favorite things. But yeah, we just cleanse the clothes. And if I'm washing them, I wash them like with sea salt or some type of essential oil, just minimal drops. But that's how we do it.
It is interesting that everyone's kind of feeling the same way. And I just as a thought, I'm wondering, it is the energy of the people that are in there, but think about the products that they sell. We love that you can buy a t-shirt for $4.99 or whatever, because you can. But the people that make those goods live in abject poverty in Panama or something. And so it is it is a double-sided sword, really. It really is. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I've gotten psychic flashes on that before too. Like touching certain things, I'll get a flash and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then, I won't touch that brand anymore, or I'll start to look into it. But that's something that just really developed. Yeah, so that is strange. That it's just
remember Kathy Lee Gifford back probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Whoops, whoops, where is she? Okay.
I'm right here.
Lose you for a second? Okay. When Kathy Lee Gifford had a line of clothes that she was bringing to Walmart, and everybody got after her about it because all the children that were the child labor people. Anyway, and it's anti-union. Yep. All right, let's ask this last question, and then we'll take some questions from the chat. If heaven exists, and we know it does, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You're right on time, because I'm always late for everything. So I would say for him to tell me you're right on time.
Yep.
That's perfect. And maybe a hug. And you're right on time.
Oh, I love that. That's wonderful. Thank you, Jay. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Right. Yes. Okay. So go ahead and put up some questions if you want. You want a reading here, Kate, about any message about upcoming travel for you, Kate? Is that what you're wanting, dear? Okay. We can do that. We'll pull some cards. All right, Lottie, I see. Hi, Pia. Thanks for being here, girl. It's nice to see you.
Hi.
Warrior Girl. Oh, yeah, Warrior Girl wants to know how Kate's job is going. We maybe talk a little bit about it in the show tomorrow night if you want, Kate, when we're doing the dreams. That would be awesome. All right, Rossi and Linda.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, Dream Detective Kate, what about upcoming travel?
Travel. Let's see. Is there a specific location?
Katie, tell us.
I know this.
Do drop in. Gotcha.
My my first trip since COVID, and even years before that, is coming up in August. I'm going to hot, blazing
Hot old
cold
Texas.
Shannon. Yes. I'm so excited, but just the weather is what is getting me. So I'm going to pace myself, drink lots of water, and remember to have fun, even though I'm too hot.
Even though you might be a
But
little.
I have the towel that goes around your neck. I've got the fan. I'll be they're going to know I'm from the north.
It's just like
they're
when
going to be
people,
like, oh,
I know it. It's just like when people come to Seattle and they have an umbrella. We go, oh, there's a
right.
tourist.
That's how you know. Like, oh, yeah. You don't have an umbrella? I was like, no. I haven't had one in a really long time.
I know.
Yeah. And unless it's like because my hair is straight, but otherwise I just throw a hood on. But yeah.
Huh. Yep.
Yeah, so that's my next trip. Okay, so upcoming trip. What do we got?
Katie,
You go ahead and go
to
first.
go to Spain, maybe. So I get new beginnings for you, Katie. So there's your Moon Maiden card. That's you heading out to go to Spain. Wowee.
Yes,
they want to make sure you leave a tidy house behind. Is John going with you? If not, make sure he's taken care of and be organized. And you're going to go there and your mind is going to get filled up with groupthink or information for the job you're doing. It's kind of like a working vacation is what I'm getting. So there you go. I'll let Jay do it now.
Okay. So I have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold.
Nice.
And I think that maybe speaks to the event that she will be attending. And we have the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you.
Oh, beautiful.
So whatever happens there, it won't be to you, it'll be for you. You just have to change your perspective on anything that happens there. And awesome. I have one more. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have to be at a place that not everybody is on the same vibe as you are, it's hard because you don't want to overpower people with your light, but at the same time you don't want to diminish your light either. So beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and Kate, just even her laugh and her general presence is like, yeah, I love it. It's so warm.
She's gonna bring that. Yes, you're welcome, honey. Yeah. Oh, Amanda, you've had a brand new umbrella. We'll see, you come from the Pacific Northwest too, Amanda. All right. So interesting that Lottie is having a family member stay for a month. Feel like I have to creep around my house to do tarot because she wouldn't approve. Do you have any advice? Should I keep it hidden? Wow. Isn't that funny? Because you just got that don't dim your light for Kate. And that's almost could be applied to this too, Lottie. Let's pull some cards.
Yeah. Because I kind of hesitated at first and I was like, should I do 3 cards? And I'm like, I pulled them out. Let me just say them. Because sometimes it does carry over. But I've been there. It is, well, I would just say what I've done is I've not so much broken out the tarot. If because I can't go one day without doing cards. It's like now such a ritual that I enjoy. I feel weird if I don't. But apparently I shuffle in my sleep too. So my daughter will come in and she'll be like, you were shuffling. But I will take the oracle cards and have them be like the light, fun, angelic ones that most people wouldn't really know off the bat, or like the positive quote cards or something, to still be able to get into that rhythm. And then I also sometimes find that they look and they kind of see what you're doing, or they ask and then they realize, and that's when the conversation can begin of like, well, these are oracle and these are the difference and this is what this is about and what it's for, and ease them into it, because a lot of people have that preconceived notion about the tarot. And so that's what I've done.
That's awesome. It's awesome advice, and a lot of it has to do if somebody's like an evangelical or a very religious person, they're the ones that have most of the problem with it because they believe that in the Bible it says it's not a good idea, and I'm going to tell you, I don't really see that in there, but everybody,
Me neither.
looks at it in a different way. So you're not going to be able to hold your halo back. In other words, your light is going to shine. And again, they don't want you to dim it. Honestly, look at how beautiful that is. And so that's what I pulled. And you could make a wish here. There'll be times when you'll be in your room, hopefully with the door shut. You can do your work in there. But I don't know. It depends on how you feel. I've gotten to the point because I'm older where I don't worry about it anymore. If they don't like it, they don't have to like it. And because I have crystals all over my house and I have cards all over my house.
Yep.
And, oh, she's deeply religious and rejects anything spiritual. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes. Go to the overflow. It says go to the overflow. I'm guessing that's your room. Go to the overflow. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, as we were, funny enough, speaking of Bible and everything, I have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. So, the fact that there's a card like this that exists, and it talks about Jesus's, grandmother, we're talking generations, and so that kind of speaks to what I was saying about how you can still make it into possibly something that they could try to meet you halfway in belief and be like, well, there's all kinds of different ascended masters and some of these cards, and you might come across your own, or angels,
Angels.
And and then I have get grounded, empath, highly sensitive, and connect with nature. So getting grounded will definitely help. I hope that advice helps.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you have to, I won't say hide, but you might have to dim it a bit. But I would suggest that you have a plan that you're going to take a nap or you're going to do something and you just go in your room with the door shut and do what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yes, Lottie, we send you lots of love. God grant gifts to humans, and Bible-hugging persons could check out Corinthians to see that prophecy is one of them. Once it's in the Bible, they feel better. Yeah, you could always bring that up. Thanks, Jill. Yes.
That's great.
Very cool.
Yes, Jill.
Very cool.
I love that.
Yep. Katie wants to know what deck it is that you had, honey.
It is my, of course, I put the box somewhere else. It's the it's the light. Oh, I don't want to misquote the title because it's not on. I don't have the book, but I'll let you know. I'll put it in the comments in the chat.
That's good. It might be one of the ones that I have. That it isn't the same deck, but by Rebecca Campbell. You think it's by Rebecca Campbell like this?
She has. Is that the rose one? Okay, yeah, it's the same one because I know that box. Yeah. Okay, that box opens up and it's like this, right? Yeah. Yep. It's the same one. Yeah.
She does. So.
Yeah. I didn't know which one to pick either, and I was like, oh,
I know,
because they're very similar. Yeah.
And they're all soft muted paintings, so to speak. They're really nice.
I know, I love it. Yeah, and they're not glossy, so they don't shine too well on the camera.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Michelle wonders if we see her moving soon, and if so, local or out of state. Well, we'll see what we can figure out here, honey. Let's see.
Yeah. I know that feeling too because I'm in the middle of trying to figure out what area. But I am gonna do the astrocartography. I hope I said that right. I think I did.
Yeah.
Yes. Diana and Val are helping. So I just have to get 2 more places. I think she said she can do 3.
Okay.
But the moving thing is. Let's see.
Helped me a
Where do
lot.
you?
Helped me a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my family, and I thought, well, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try and look at it. I mean, to me, a lot of
Yeah.
it makes so much sense for how everything is laid out.
We were told that I wanted to go to Seattle, but I was just using it as a base, and it was okay in Seattle, but it got better the further north we went toward Bellingham. And we were like, well, we don't know if we're going to go up there. Well, he's up on Whidbey Island. So, he went north, and that's why everything's going really well for him, I think. And that was
Yeah,
projected in the cards.
yeah.
All
And
right.
that's a testimony to it right there. That it's
Yeah.
There's something to it.
Oh, so Michelle, I got as far as when that you will that August is on there, but as far as local or out of state, I get you will change your mind. Now I don't know why. Let me see. Maybe something will come in and pull you in a different direction. I'm not getting any more clarity than that. So you may think that you're going to do something, let's say, far away, and then you end up staying local. But I do see August here. Now, it doesn't say what August, but, it's right around the corner.
Right.
So.
I wonder if I should. I know. How do you feel about these cards? I know you have the same ones.
Yeah,
the ones that
mm-hmm.
I love them too, but sometimes I wonder if I should take out certain things, because I'll ask a question and it will give me like 3 or 4 cards that have nothing to do with the question, and I'm still trying to kind of work with them a little bit. But I got so let me kind of see here, because I got almost kind of a shift or a change as well, but specifically solar plexus chakra, which is your third chakra.
Your gut.
Yeah, your gut. And then I got rebuild, and I believe this is supposed to be the tower card in the tarot, is the rebuild in this deck. This is the relationship. John Holland. That's what it is. John Holland's the psychic tarot card. So I like that that they still have a tarot theme to it. It's just learning. The pictures are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
But I also got heal.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if, and specifically the 5 of swords, which is win or lose for what it says on this card. But I'm wondering if there's something you need to heal before you leave. Let me see.
I also
or maybe there's healing when you get to where. What is it?
It's voyage. I don't know if this place is across the water, or I don't know. So anyway, I'm just going to throw that in there. That's the card I got. Healing. Yeah. Or maybe the place that she's going to be will do the healing for her.
Right. Yeah. Because I got compromise. So I'm wondering if there's a compromise involved, if it's with someone else that you could be moving with, or what you're, where you're thinking about moving. It's very interesting to try to get hits when you're, trying to hone in on someone asking a question in the chat. Because I noticed that I do get flutters of other people, and I'm like, nope, that's not them.
Kelly says she'll get you'll move and it'll be local. That's what she gets. Kelly says that's good. Yeah, I think, and maybe even in August. I don't know. All right. Yeah, it is hard, and it's hard to know the when. It's very hard to know the when. Time is so there. Yeah. Yep. Cool.
Yeah. I feel like time has also been changing in general. Like it feels different.
It is. It is.
Okay. It
feels different to me. That was the other day, Val Klingenbeck from Dragonfly Crystal said at 10 o'clock she drove down to pick up her coffee at the local Starbucks, and it's about 5 minutes there, and she walked in, got the drink because she had ordered it, got back out and drove back home, and it was 10 o'clock. What?
And then some days you have more than enough time. You're like, I got a lot of stuff done, and it's only been a couple hours.
Right.
Yeah, it's very strange that way. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Oh yes, Hay House has decks on sale. I forgot. Thank
Yes,
you, Rossi.
and they do that every once in a while. If you check on it, it's really wonderful. All right, so Linda Thompson. We got Linda, Rossi, Juanita, Claudia, Amanda, Deanne, Lisa, Fiona, Emmy J. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Ooh. All right, Linda, what I first get is this some kind of a secret thing going on. Look at this. Something you may not be aware of, something that may be hidden from you. But there is a story that goes along with it, and you'll eventually learn the story. But right now, you're not able to learn about it because it's a secret. But they want you to believe in divine timing, knowing that whatever it is, the secret, the story, will be revealed to you when it's meant to be. That's what I get. Wow. Kind of vague, but.
Well, let me see if this helps. I got Hunter, track down your fears and desires. So that's interesting if it is, tying into what you just pulled. And I also get Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. So yeah, you feel like maybe that's what. Yeah, I mean, if you're tracking down your fears and your desires, you're definitely tapping into any type of wounded healing or fear, and with all these energies changing and everyone reevaluating their relationships with Venus going retrograde and all of that. It seems that everyone has the same theme coming up. So, hold on, and Traveler, move in a new direction.
Oh, okay. So maybe you'll share the secret story, Linda. You're moving in a new direction. Maybe you'll share that with somebody. Yeah. Feeling as though ancestral healing is something that everybody's talking about, and even on the other show today, and also my reading from Callie Healer when she healed me, talking about how we can change the ancestral issues we had, both up and down both lines, our past and also our future. And so I'm thinking that this is just something that's coming to be, and we're all experiencing it along with a lot of other things that are going on. Thanks. Thank you, G. All right, so Rossi's kitty cat wonders if can I have a Oh, I got some beautiful cards for you, Rossi. First one I got is they want you to trust in what it is that you're learning, believing, and the life that you are leading right now. And I love this because it's so serene and calm. There's no turbulence. The water is, come on in, the water's fine. They said that it's important for you to take the risk if you need to. And a lot of us don't like change. And so that is a risk, that we might change something. But you'll notice the beautiful bird flying above, and it's saying you have the freedom to do that and take the risk and see what's happening ahead of you. And that is your power. So really nice card.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I got the heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about.
Ooh, isn't that
This is from
beautiful?
the Whispers of Love deck.
Hmm.
I can think of it. And then I got back. Here we go again. Same thing. Back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. So that goes with, Venus retrograde too, reevaluating what you want and getting to the heart of the matter. So I'm pretty sure that you know what this means and it applies because I can feel it.
That's cool. Thanks, Rossi. Thank you for your question.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we have Miss Juanita. Any messages from guides or angels?
Juanita.
I'm going to pull from the guardian angel cards one card for you, Juanita, that says encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you, even though it may not always see the positive effect you have on others. Trust, for it does exist. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and it germinates and generates more love. Trust and continue in your work.
Those are cool. I love those. Hi, Val. Love you.
Hi, sweetie pie. Big hugs to you.
Thank, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Oh, okay. So I got. Well, let me pull another one here. Okay. So first, I got homeward. Homeward. Take yourself out on a date. So this
Ooh.
is that self love. Yeah, treat
Uh-huh.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love this because this reminds me of my daughter, but it's princess and you can be your own knight. So she's sitting there shining a sword up in the castle with her long, Rapunzel hair. And she's like, I don't need a man. I'm my own knight. I'm shining my own,
Awesome.
sword. I'm coming into my own power. And expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval.
Uh-huh.
So you got to do you, Juanita. Have fun, enjoy yourself, and take yourself out, treat yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there you go. Take yourself on a date, Juanita. I want to do that for myself. I want to go see, I don't want to see Barbie. I want to see Oppenheimer, actually. But I don't want to really go to the
Well,
theater. So, yeah. But, maybe I'll
yeah,
take
the theater,
not good
it always
energy.
makes me sleepy. Like,
Oh, well,
yeah,
true.
and that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just get all comfortable, and then I realize I want to go to sleep for
I
some
know.
reason. I don't know what it is.
Because they put all the lights out and you're eating popcorn and stuff and your tummy's getting filled up with food. That's what it is.
Exactly, and it's not like it's a boring movie. So
Right.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, Juanita,
Oh,
you
cat,
did see
how are you
Barbie.
doing, Cat Mama?
Yes.
How was it?
Yeah. Tell us how it was, Juanita. Hi, Pisces greeter. Oh, your daughter took
Hi,
you. Well,
Pisces.
good. That's a good mother daughter thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what it
I'd
means?
rather wait.
Woke. You're woke, just like the rest of us. Oh, cat mama.
Okay, we are going to.
Mm.
Yes, cat. How's Pookie doing?
Mm. She
I'm
says,
good.
how are you, Jay? Yeah.
I'm
All
I'm
right.
good. It's a lot cooler now, so it's
Yeah, it
good.
is. Yeah. Yep. All right. So, cat mama, you got abundance around you, girl. I don't know. It's probably cats, but if it isn't cats, it's beauty. And you are beautiful and abundant. And your potential is just ready to explode for anything that you already aren't doing. This is here. And the only thing it's saying is make sure you forgive yourself, forgive anybody around you for anything perceived or any slight. It's an ongoing process, honestly. I find that I get those cards myself and I'm like, yeah, I forgave. Why do I have to forgive again? Because it's an ongoing process. Yeah. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
No poop.
So the first card I got was Tiger, and I got assertiveness. So it looks like maybe you need to be, assertive in a couple of things that you're going through. But the next one talks about Dove and being peace. So that balance of maybe standing up for yourself, being that strong, getting your point across, and doing it in a graceful, calm manner. And then I got Owl, which is retreat. So after that, I would say, yeah, definitely retreat. So yeah, it just kind of feels like, at least when I'm sensing what's going on, is there could be something where, yeah, you just need to be clear and cut. As uncomfortable as confrontation is, like we talked about, sometimes you're like, oh, can you say it for me? But just get it out, but do it in a peaceful, respectful way, so it's not like back and forth. Because there's times when you're like trying to think, how do I say this nicely? Because it has to be said. There's sometimes that it has to be done.
It is. I've never, I have a guy come mow my lawn with his landscapers every 2 weeks. And I had to add a little patch in the back that my community association said, oh, you can't leave this. It has to be mowed. So my husband explained that to him. But there is a bit of a translation issue. So I get the bill, usually via PayPal, and it's like double what I pay. It's like $350 or something.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And he thought that the association was going to pay it, not me. So we worked something out. But I'm like, normally I would have let that pass. Yeah, I know. I just.
Right. Yeah, but I'm sure at that point you're like, shit.
What is this? Shit, I ain't paying all that. I love that.
Exactly. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I keep getting messages about being heard. I'm not sure what I need to say. Well, as long as you're living your authentic life, Claudia, then you don't have to worry about that. I think it's just moving along. That's all. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah. Annie Bear is going to come on my show next week. I'm so excited. All right. So.
Oh, wonderful. Hi, Annie Bear.
She's a fabulous person. So Amanda would like a reading. So here we go. We still got 6 people. Are you okay on time, Jay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I'm good. Okay. All right. I just, I usually wrap it up.
It's you that I'm wondering.
No, I'm fine.
I know you're usually, have. Okay, gotcha. I'm good.
Ransomware overtook my college website, and so I can't do any work today. I got this text that said, "Oops!
Oh, darn!
You work, yeah." Ooh. Okay, Amanda, I get potential. There's some potential. I don't know if it's going to be change or something's coming up for you, because the next card says be flexible. So it might be something that comes up for you that is really, really awesome, because it says the potential is there, but you're going to have to make sure that you're flexible as to maybe the timing or where it happens or whatever. But look, you're the tiger. You're the tiger, so you can make the decision, but they want you to be open to whatever comes your way. Just be open to it. You don't have to agree with it. You can just say, okay, I'm going to explore my options. I'm going to be flexible, but ultimately it's you that makes the decision, not anybody else.
Well, I got answering the call. what is your soul calling you to do?
Oh, beautiful.
And yes, but then we have the great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, you've got something coming up here. And I've
Mm-hmm.
got you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. So yeah, you might be thinking about some of the things, and it just says you're on your path,
Yep.
and your direction is good, but you're overthinking. I do it all the time. This card is constantly popping up. I swear there's more than one of these same cards because I'm like, I just had that card. How
You
did
got
it come
6
back
fingers.
to the
I
top?
know. I know. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that
I hope
also
that.
means that it's a message for all of us, I think. If it keeps coming
Right.
back, it seems
Yeah.
to be resonating
Yep.
that way. Yeah. Yep. Oh,
Yep.
I like this, Deanne. Deanne says it's not about the messenger, it's about the message. Sometimes I say things not knowing where it came from a universal download. I love it. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. You're welcome, Cat Mama. Thank you,
Yep.
honey.
I love those.
All right, let's
Yes,
see
you're
who we got
welcome.
next. Why am my thing is stuck? Come on. No, I don't want to leave. Thank you.
Blame it on the solar flares. That's what I've been doing. I want a T-shirt that says like it's because of the solar flares, or
Right.
whatever it is. Blame it on the solar flares.
Yep. And I just bought a shirt. It's coming that says woke AF.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I know it. I
I was
can't wait
gonna
to
wear my
wear it.
Zen AF one.
Yeah, there you go. Oh.
I love it.
All right. So Deanne's got a very interesting share with us. A small bird with dark wings and a reddish belly flew into my house yesterday. Kind of reminded me of a juvenile robin. What message was it trying to tell me? I got a chill up my back.
That's really interesting. Red. This is what I would ask Diana. She seems to be really
Yeah, she's
nature
very in
period, but
tune. She
birds
definitely is.
especially.
Yeah.
Yes, she's very into.
Well, for me, for a friend of mine, it's always a red cardinal. Not that that's what this bird is. For me, it's a hummingbird, and it
Mm-hmm.
could be any kind of bird. But it's a message from the other side. It's like, do you have somebody that's you've been thinking about on the other side, or have you got the only other thing that comes to my mind is you have wings just like I do, and you can fly. And as a metaphoric, obviously you can't really fly in the 3D world, but you can fly into all the other worlds. So that's just my 2
I wonder if
cents.
this bird has come up before. Has this bird ever, not necessarily come into the house, but have you seen this bird or that type? You know how sometimes the symbology of that type of bird will pop up? Because I feel like
Mhm.
it's a theme that is now that you're paying attention to it. Because I feel like it had to do something drastic, like come into the house for you
Mhm.
to, kind of notice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she's seen it before outside or didn't recognize it. So I'm coming to you now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Um, oh, so the cards I pulled on this, I get wonders. It's the wonders of the things that are around you. It wants you to be aware of. And so birds are messengers. It wants you to pay attention to whatever it is. And also I get purification. So it's feeling as though you can get that message yourself because you got the chill. So you got the message. And so they want you to remember that. And they said this usually happens when you're paying attention or you're in stillness.
Yep. You. I'm picking up the same thing. The same thing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting mole and introspection. So, really thinking about what this means to you. There's something that you kind of need to go deep. And I always like this card because if you look, you can't see the mole's eyes. They're just these dark shadows. And I think that speaks to like the looking at something, but not really, or actually seeing it and looking at it are two different things, right? You can see it, but you're not really looking into it in that way. But also with this experience, I got butterfly and metamorphosis. So I'm wondering if you're about to go through a change now.
Yeah.
Yep. And I got snake, which is healing. So that could also be something like you might want to look up the meaning of that bird and see how it would help you in some type of healing. Because red, oh gosh, there's all kinds of, heart healing in that way, being free. And yeah, I would look up the meaning, but this is definitely making you pay attention and going and being introspective about what this means, because it's not every day that this happens. So it's definitely something to pay attention to. It's kind of cool.
Definitely. Yeah. And if Muhammad won't go to the mountain will go to Muhammad. So
Exactly. Yep.
All right. Lisa Keller, you want a message from your higher self and from your guardian angel. Well, I have higher self cards, so let me pull those out. I'm going to pull one of these angel cards too. Guardian angel. So that's what you wanted. All right. The guardian angel says, Lisa, opportunity, wondrous possibility and opportunity await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past. There's nothing to regret. All is well and perfect in divine order. Everything that you have ever experienced has helped you in some way. The path is behind you. The path ahead is dear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. How beautiful. And then this is the higher self, acceptance. Accept yourself for anything. My feeling is this card said nothing to regret in the past. So I'm guessing that this goes directly with this. Accept yourself. Everything was an experience. There are no mistakes. Accept yourself for what you have and all the things you've learned, and know that everything is in divine timing for what you need as you move along.
That is beautiful. Okay. So in the theme of getting those hits on trying to pull different cards or working with different cards that you haven't worked with in a while, I'm not sure. Hopefully, you can kind of resonate with this, but this energy wanted to be kind of funny and snarky. So I did two different, decks. So first I have busy transcending bullshit. Pick one pick one thing beyond your control and let it go, just like that. And choose the path of nope today. And it's nope, double nope, hard nope. So I feel like you're kind of getting like these smart ass energy. Every once in a while I'll feel like I need to pull a smart ass card just to kind of giggle.
Everybody's guides
find your new normal. I know, right? But I have take off the shit colored glasses. Find your new normal. So change things up a bit. But it talks about in the whispers of love, honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. So that's why I wanted to pull from the balance of get a little bit of real talk here. And then obviously we're going to end that one in love. And it says, receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something loving from others is a way of showing love. The art on here is beautiful.
Yes. Oh, it is. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I love it. Beautiful. All right. Thank you, Lisa. We got 3 more. We've got Fiona, and she is called to move from the countryside back to London. It's a strong pull, and there must be a reason. Can you speak to that? Wow.
Strong pull.
I think they need your energy there. You're a light worker where you're going to be. That happened to me when I lived in the city. I was told that it was a very dark area that surrounded close by, and they needed a lot of light there. But I'll pull some cards, but it's kind of what I got immediately feeling.
Yeah, it's definitely something spiritual because I'm getting the goosebumps.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. It's the countryside. Yeah, okay. So what I got, because these, yeah, immediately were like, yeah, you can just go ahead and just say these right now, is look at the stars. Look up and remember that you are but a tiny speck in a large, mysterious universe. Let the magic of the stars connect to you and your own special magic. So I feel like, yeah, you need to get away from the city and go out to the countryside and
it's the other
be
way
with
around.
nature.
It's the other way around. She's in the
Oh,
countryside.
back to London.
City. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Maybe she needs to take that. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Stop sensory overload. If too much is coming at you too fast, decrease your stimulation level. Are you more stimulated here than you might be in London? Slow down. I'm getting complete opposites. This is really this is kind of strange.
She should stay in the country. Yeah. Are you getting that?
Yeah, I'm getting total opposites because I'm getting slow down too.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, maybe just the first one or the second, but every single one.
If it helps, I get stillness. And so I think that's like slowing down. I think it's think about it. Take time to think about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And my guides are telling me, don't start arguing with the cards because I started arguing with them like, this doesn't seem right. No, they'll know what it means. Yeah. Because they're like, no, there you go again, wanting to argue. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting just keep it in nature, stop sensory overload. Like, yeah, that might be a little bit too much.
Well,
please.
I get the flow first. I get this is finding the flow, and I get if you go back, you'll have to find a flow that will work for you because you're used to being in the stillness, you're used to being out in nature, and now you're being thrown back into the crazy if you go back. But I do think they're calling you back because they need people to hold light in that area because the light shows up. But you need to determine in your own stillness, and you have a perfect place to have that stillness if you're in the countryside, whether that's going to resonate for you or not. I'm wondering if you have a friend, maybe you could go visit for an extended period of time and see how it goes instead of jumping in and making the leap. It does say, however, to take risks. So whatever it is that you decide, if you go back to the city, you're taking a risk that you won't be as happy because it will be louder, it will be busier, it will be more chaotic. But at the same time, you may be being called there, like I said, and it is a contradictory thing that JAE had, and I understand why. I think it's a conflicted idea. I think that's why JAE had that happen too. Yeah, you're not quite sure you really want to do that.
Yeah. And I'm pulling 3 more that are all the same energy. Observe, don't absorb. If you're taking on the stress of others, try observing the situation from a distance. This will increase your energy.
Yeah.
So going to a fast-paced city might deplete you. And then the very next one after that was setting limits of draining people. When people are depleting you, kindly set a limit and say you only have 10 minutes. And such self-care is respectful and empowering.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's all the same energy.
They definitely want you to respect
want
you to respect what you're getting, I feel. You know, but at the same time, they want you to make the decision. They don't want to make the decision for you, your guides. They just, you know, they're saying, you know, if you've put your trust in our hands, you know, this is where we'd like you to be, but that doesn't mean you have to do that. Does that make sense, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but not even, yeah, it does. And then I'm thinking too, the season or the timing might be, you know, with everything kind of feeling like something's about to really change within the world, could ramp up a whole new thing. But yeah, it's kind of telling you just to, but also I'm also getting, look for different signs that will kind of explain the conflicting energy that you keep getting.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm getting the back and forth pull.
Yeah. Kate's right. It's beautiful that you're listening to your intuition. That's one thing. And a lot of people would just ignore it. So Fiona, I think that you're honoring that. And I think that, you know, maybe just a little bit more to listen. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Two more. We got Emmy J, Mary Ellen, love the spirit message. And then Annie Bear will come up next. We're at 111. 111. 111.
Love that. Love those numbers.
I know. Oh, wow. So you got the trust card too, Mary Ellen. They want you to trust and remember what's in the background. The waters are still. It's beautiful all around you. And the boat is on the water floating nicely. So trust that you're in the right place and you'll be going through your own transformation. You're going to be a butterfly, honey. You're going to move from the chrysalis and transform into this totally new person with more gifts coming up. And it says here that will be thriving for you. You know, look at the sunshine behind the cloud or the tree. It's like, we got everything here for you. I know. Isn't it gorgeous? And the giraffe is saying like, yeah, I'm right here with you.
Exactly. Okay, so I got Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. And there's animals at the bottom. There's an elephant here, and I think a couple tigers. But you have the angels right there as well. And then speaking of wings and taking, you know, flight, this one would, you know, literally says leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. So it's kind of like the Fool card in the tarot.
Yeah.
And you see she's just jumping off, and don't even pay no mind that there's rockery that can cut her in half. But the moon is right behind her. Exactly. It's trust. I was thinking that because, yeah, I got the same two cards after that I got for Kate. Yeah. How exciting.
Love it. Love it. All right. Let's see. We got Annie Bear. A reading for Annie Bear. Oh, you had your granddaughter over. Oh, that's nice energy, Grandma. Good for you. Good for you. We don't mind if you come in a little bit late.
What decks are you using, Ellie?
What deck am I using?
Yeah. Is it
Sacred Destiny? Sacred Destiny. Yeah. Oh, Bemused. Yeah. Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn. Yep. All right. So Annie, they're watching you from above, and they say you are doing your diligence, and we are loving it. We can look down on you. We don't have to watch all the time. We just know that the work you do is timely and diligent. And look at this. You get the trust. Oh my God. This card is the card that keeps coming up for me. Trust in what's going on. That's the message for today, everybody. That's the message for today, I think. I really do. Finally, it wants you to be flexible, which I think you are. But it's just reminding you that you can run your own show. You be flexible as to what other people want or need from you, because you have the opportunity to choose. You're welcome.
Okay. So I got share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. And it shows her like in this little cove looking out, and it's like black and white, but then if she comes out of the cave, everything kind of turns to color. I wish I could go to these places that they draw. I wish they, they're so beautiful. And because I pulled 2 from each one. So I got priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And I love this because it has the gold, like kind of the Mott energy, the Egyptian Mott of the rebirth and the balance. And so that's another really big theme, is trying to balance everything out that we are trying to work through, so we don't get off kilter and thrown off. But I have sun, enjoy success and happiness. And we have as well, we have spring, see your seeds grow. So as far as everything that you, and rabbits have always been a major theme in our family's life. Yeah, cool. We see rabbits when you shouldn't see them, like in the different times of the year. That's winter. Or on the freeway, on a 4-lane freeway. Rabbits have run across like they're committing suicide to get our attention. I'm like, what is happening? And it was 3 days before Easter. Yeah, it was 3 days before Easter. So I thought, oh goodness, let me pay attention.
Wow, that's sad. I know, that's sad. I don't like it. Down the street, I have chickens that cross the road and little rabbits that cross the road right in front of my car. And I'm like, don't do that to me.
Yeah.
Don't sacrifice.
They do that sometimes.
Yes,
exactly.
You're right. So
yeah,
I just
but my dad also makes them show up too.
Oh, he does? Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's kind of his thing too.
Let's just both pull one card for the collective from whatever deck you want for everybody. All right. You're welcome, Callie Healer. Thank you all for being here. I have one of the best cards I could ever pull, I think. I have just like the stars in the sky and all the stars we see, we all have limitless possibility. Look at that. I love that.
That is the truth.
Absolutely. Do not believe that you cannot do something. Always believe that you can. And know that we are given limitless possibility. Yeah. Trust
my pillow says, trust me, you can. You can.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, wow, Annie. Okay.
So, this beautiful card. Okay. So, I have love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful. Yep. So not only do we have limitless possibilities, we are surrounded by love, and it uplifts us. Yeah. It uplifts us. There you go. Wow. Well, everybody, thank you for being here with me today and with Jay. Jay has been on before when I introduced her, but she hadn't been on for a while. So as you can see, she's quite a great reader and a lovely person. So thank you, Jay, for being here today. And thank you to all of you for asking your questions and showing love in the chat. Yeah.
Yes.
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 Have a good day,
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye,
Bye.
everybody.